The courtroom held its breath as I stepped inside, a ghost they thought they'd buried. My parents, Victor and Evelyn Marwood, sat in the front row, their faces a mask of disdain. Evelyn's lips twitched with a smirk, Victor's eyes heavy with disappointment. They'd spent years branding me, Cassandra Marwood, as their failure, the daughter who dared to dream beyond their gilded cage. Today, I'd rewrite their story. The air was thick with the scent of polished wood and tension, my boots clicking against the marble floor, each step a defiance of the chaos in my chest. The judge's pen froze mid-scroll, his gaze flicking to the clerk with a whisper I didn't need to hear. Is that her? The room stilled, eyes turning, whispers fading. I carried a leather binder, heavy with a decade of secrets. My parents' smug glances wavered as I met their stares, just long enough to see their certainty crack. They thought I was here to beg. They were wrong. I placed the binder on the table, the soft thud echoing like a gavel. Evelyn's smirk faltered. Victor's jaw tightened. The judge cleared his throat but said nothing. They assumed I was defending my name. They didn't know they were the ones on trial. Sunlight sliced through the high windows, glinting off the binder's clasp, illuminating papers I bled for over years. I let the silence grow heavy, then spoke, voice steady as stone. Shall we begin? Evelyn's eyes widened. Victor looked away. The room waited. The Marwoods were Portland's untouchable elite. Victor, the silver-haired titan of Marwood Properties, Evelyn, the poised queen of high society, and their son, Julian, the flawless heir. But behind their polished veneer, lies festered. I'd once been their shadow, managing the company, when Victor's heart faltered. I poured my savings, $350,000, into saving Marwood Properties during the 2015 market crash, ensuring employees were paid, believing loyalty would bind us. I was naive. Months later, when profits soared, they fired me, citing financial misconduct. The real crime? I'd seen too much. That night, at a dinner lit by crystal chandeliers, Evelyn's voice cut like a blade. You were meant to serve, not lead. I smiled, swallowing rage, and left with a single file of evidence and a vow. They'd regret their betrayal. For years, I vanished, biding my time in a modest apartment overlooking the Willamette River. Then, a package arrived, no sender, just my name inked in my grandfather's hand. Inside, a sealed envelope revealed his true will, naming me, not Julian, as heir to his estate. The official will, read after his death, had lied. My phone rang, a gravelly voice breaking the silence. Cassandra Marwood? I'm Daniel Holt, your grandfather's old accountant. He hid the real will. They threatened me to stay quiet. My pulse raced. This wasn't just betrayal, it was theft. In a riverside diner, Daniel handed me a battered flash drive. From the firm's archives, he said. They tried to destroy it. The drive held a recording, my grandfather's voice, frail but clear. Victor and Evelyn forced me to alter the will. I kept the original for Cassandra. My breath caught. They hadn't just stolen my inheritance. They'd erased my grandfather's truth. Daniel showed me a scanned will, the signature lifted from a 1998 contract. A clumsy forgery. I found an old bank statement listing me as co-owner with my grandfather, but online records showed my name scrubbed. Someone powerful did this, Daniel whispered. I nodded. Now we do it right. Weeks later, at a care home in Salem, I met Mrs. Clara, my grandfather's former aide. Her hand shook, but her memory was sharp. I saw Victor forge the will, she said, pulling a photo from a dusty album. My grandfather signing, Victor looming behind him. Will you testify? I asked. She nodded. If the court calls. That night, my apartment was ransacked, papers gone, laptop shattered. On my desk, a note in my grandfather's script. Strength is earned, not given. A warning, or a reminder. I clutched it, resolve hardening. The Marwoods summoned me to their lakeside estate at Mount Hood. Evelyn sat regal in silk, Victor stiff in a tailored suit, Julian smirking over whiskey. Sign this and we're done, Victor said, sliding over a waiver of inheritance. Julian laughed. She doesn't need to carry Dad's secrets anymore, right? Evelyn froze. Victor's eyes darkened. My hidden recorder caught every word. I set the pen down. I know you made Grandfather's lawyer vanish, I said, and walked out, their panic trailing me. Daniel called later. Victor tried to bribe me. He'd recorded it. Victor's voice, smooth and desperate. Protect the family name. You'll be paid. I sent the file to Prosecutor Laura Kent. We've got them, she said. 7 years, and it's their turn now. The trial was a storm. In the Multnomah County Courthouse, cameras flashed, reporters shouting, Marwood scandal. I walked in, all black, heels sharp as truth. The first recording played, Julian's voice. Dad handled that lawyer, right? Evelyn screamed. It's fake. The gavel silenced her. Then Victor's bribe filled the room. The judge's voice was ice. The original will is valid. Cassandra Marwood inherits Marwood properties. The defendants face federal charges. Evelyn sobbed. Victor stared, broken. Julian whispered, You won. I replied, I just reclaimed what was mine. Outside, reporters swarmed. Revenge, Miss Marwood? I paused. Justice speaks softly. At Mount Hood that evening, I burned my grandfather's letter, ashes drifting over the lake. A year later, I founded the Marwood Trust for Ethical Leadership, teaching law students in Portland. Strength is earned, not given. In my classroom, sunlight catches the chalkboard, reflecting the lake's glow. The quiet isn't empty. It's peace, hard-won mine.